Hiya. So I just wanted to say a little bit about buying a puppy from a breeder and what to look out for and what to avoid. I've had two clients recently who are both dealing with problems that, in part at least, have been caused by poor practices on the part of the breeder. One little very anxious, nervous dog who was kept for too long by the breeder but given no socialisation, no enrichment, no experiences outside of the kind of kennel that he was born in, and so he's really worried by the world now, and his owner's having to deal with the fallout of that. And the second client bought two puppies from the same litter and again is dealing with the fallout of that decision. And both of those problems could have been avoided if those breeders had been more responsible. So what should you avoid? I would avoid any breeder that would sell an inexperienced dog owner two dogs from the same litter. I would avoid any breeder who is kind of just doing it for fun, who is just letting their dog have a litter, and who doesn't understand or have the knowledge about good puppy rearing. I would avoid any breeder who's breeding kind of odd combinations, kind of designer breeding, breeding for strange or unusual colourings in the breed or coat markings in the breed, that kind of thing. That is often not going to be a recipe for a good genetic inheritance. I would also avoid any breeder that you phone up and they can offer you a puppy pretty much right away. A good breeder should have a waiting list. And I would avoid a breeder who kind of gives you a puppy almost no questions asked. So what should you look for? That's all the red flags. What should you look for? I would be looking for a breeder with a waiting list. I would be looking for a breeder who is very choosy about who they give their puppies to. So a good breeder should ask you lots and lots and lots of questions about you, your lifestyle, your experience, the kind of environment the dog's going to live in, because they want to ensure that their puppies are going to the best homes possible. I would look for a breeder that has a clause in their contract that says that in the event of anything going wrong and you having to rehome that dog, that they will take the dog back, because that to me is one of the signs of a responsible breeder, not somebody who's just breeding for cash and then washing their hands of the dogs. So I would look for that. And ideally I would look for a breeder who uses the puppy culture, puppy rearing kind of protocols. Those puppies will be coming to you having been properly reared, exposed to new experiences. They would have been given proper stimulation and enrichment, and should be, as much as you can guarantee anything, should be robust, confident, healthy, happy little puppies. So if you want the best puppy for you and your family, be prepared to answer some questions from the breeder, be prepared to wait, but know that by doing so, you're hopefully getting the right puppy for you. And if a breeder turns you down, it might be for good reason, because that puppy doesn't suit you or your lifestyle. They are living, breathing things. They shouldn't be something that we should just go and be able to pick up off a shelf on a whim. So if somebody makes you jump through hoops and somebody makes you answer lots of questions, then that's probably the mark of a responsible breeder. So any comments, any thoughts, put them below. Look forward to hearing them and let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye.